Okay, we are going to cut the pieces of a piece or two pieces of foam to fit in the back of our wave tank. This will allow you to create a flat wall from which to generate the waves. It allows for a little bit more consistency. So you'll need a piece of 1/2 inch insulation foam, tape measure, box cutter, and something to mark the foam with. So the first thing that we're going to do is create the wall. And so we want to measure out, again, this may differ a little bit from the length of your tank, but just double check that it will work. And you may want like a ruler or straight edge to help you. So you're going to want to measure to 17 3/8 inches. And we're just going to make a mark there. And this should fit the width of your tank pretty much, so you can shimmy it in there. It's okay if it's a little bit shorter, but you want to make sure that it's going to fit your tank. And then you need this to be about 6 inches tall. And again, it does not need to be the full height of your tank. And we'll make a mark at 6 inches. Okay, and then use a ruler or straight edge to just mark out that area of your foam that you'll cut, and we'll be back after we've cut it. Okay, so our next step, now that we have our piece of foam cut, is to measure a 1/2 inch in from either end. And we're just going to make a mark. And the closer you can get this to the end of your foam piece, the better. And again, this is really, the purpose of this is oftentimes the tanks kind of curve in and go in on either side. And so what we're going to do here is draw a line from the top of there to connecting it to that 1/2 inch mark. And again, kind of more at the bottom of our foam, so you can do that with any type of straight edge. If your tank doesn't go in on the sides, then you can skip this step. And so then what you would do is you're going to cut this portion off here on either side, and we'll be back. Okay, the last thing that you need to do with the foam is you'll cut out 2 small pieces that are 2 inches by 4 inches. And what these will do, especially if your tank has handles in it that bulge out a little bit into the tank, this will help brace your wall from the back. So we're going to just measure. And you will make 2 of these. So I'm just going to go ahead and measure at the 2, 4, and then a couple of measurements at 4. And there we go. It doesn't matter if you use the straight edge, I just happen to have one handy. And we'll just go ahead and cut those 2 pieces out. Okay, so now that we have our foam pieces cut for the wall, we'll need to add those into our tank. So for that, you'll need some of this butyl tape and then a pair of scissors. So the first step is to cut your butyl tape, and you'll cut lengths that'll fit both sides of the wall. So we'll be back after we do that. So you'll also want to add pieces of butyl tape to both of these small foam pieces on the front and the back, the long edges. So we'll be back after you do that. All right, so once you have your tape on there, you'll go ahead and remove the portion so it's sticky. And I don't have a handle here, but it's still helpful to have it out. So go ahead and adhere those, and then you'll adhere on the other sides with the butyl tape, and you'll repeat this for your second wave tank, and that is your wall. The nice thing about this tape that we're using is it allows you to remove things and put them back. It'll stay sticky. So you can take all of the wall pieces out of your wave tank so that you can store everything inside nice and easily.